I'm Constable Scott Mills. I'm the Community Youth Officer for the Toronto Crime Stoppers program, and we're at the Ontario Police College in Elmer, Ontario for the first ever Ontario School Resource Officer training course. And I've got with me Dr. Jean Clinton, a psychologist, who is our first guest lecturer. Welcome to Ontario Police College, Dr. Clinton.
Hello, great to be here, Scott.
Now, what was your message to the 100 police officers that were at the first ever School Resource Officer training course tonight?
Number one message is that relationships are absolutely key for our developing kids, our teenagers, that the teen brain is under construction, that major areas of emotion regulation and attention are really under construction, and that by building relationships with kids, then we can really help them do well. Also, we have to think of what our kids are at promise rather than at risk. If we focus on a strength-building approach, we'll find out that kids have absolutely amazing abilities. If we're only focusing on their risk and their problem behaviors, then we're missing the real people that they are. So if we think of relationships, how can we build relationships rather than thinking about bringing in fancy programs from elsewhere, then our kids are going to be far better off. Genuine, connecting, having kids feel that they're valued and that they're important is going to help us way more than any program that we can import.
Well, thank you very much for your message. It was well received. We had an officer come up here afterwards about some puppets that you have.
Yeah.
They thought that those puppets were quite an amazing way to reach the kids. What are those puppets all about? Well,
I brought these puppets along because the emotional brain, the fight or flight system, when I've read about that, reminds me of a porcupine. So I bring along a little porcupine puppet, and that says that when we get stressed out, we have this porcupine gets the quills all up, and we can't think very straight because my other puppet here is represents the area in our brain for new learning and memory. It's called the hippocampus, so I use this little hippo puppet. So when the two of these guys work well, there's interest and curiosity and new learning. But when this puppet, the porcupine, when the prickles are going all crazy, then the body is releasing adrenaline and cortisol, and that actually literally kills the cells in the hippocampus where new learning happens. So when the porcupine's prickly, it's not a teachable moment. And so to help police and others know that if you help with the kids' porcupines, make them quiet, you'll get far further along.
Thank you very much, Dr. Jean Clinton.
You're welcome.